So it's time to put these eggplants in. They're going exactly in the spot where I had my onions. Now I don't dig, so I've just weeded a little bit. I've just dropped the weeds where they stand. They're gonna die. I'll just amend the bed to give the eggplants the best chance. It is December now, and the weather looks like it's gonna be nice and warm. These are volunteer tomatoes from last year. I'll leave them in there for a little bit longer because I need to replace some of the tomatoes that I have lost due to heat, so I'll just leave them in there for a bit longer and I'll pull them out as I need it. I'll be giving the bed some of this potassium, some potash and some blood and bone. Basically all I'm gonna do is sprinkle it on top and slowly work it in. Just the top layer in, I don't dig down or anything like that. So phosphorus, is really good for root growth. The potash will promote the flowering. And usually the soil here in Australia is lacking quite a bit of both of it. So I don't go as a recommended. I usually put a bit more into the soil. And then blood and bone has got pretty much all of it. It's got protein. And I'm just using this a bit more expensive solution, and I've been getting great results from it. So as always, just working in the top layer, just the top few centimeters. This will also knock down any of the weeds that I have missed or may have missed. And then I'll just plant my plants straight into it. This bed's been sitting since winter with these onions here, so it has compacted a bit, but it's not that bad. It will be fine. Before I do a next batch of whatever in here, I will be putting some compost on top of it sometimes this autumn, just to give everything a bit of a boost. After working the soil in and cleaning up all this debris that the wind has blown in, I will give the bed a bit of a watering, because I don't like to stress the plants more than what I should. So nice and wet ground. Once that's done, if I see some of these rocks, I'll just pull them out, because don't need rocks in the garden bed. And what I'll do is I'll just randomly space these what I would like them to be. I'll do a zigzag pattern. This way I can fit more plants in and they will not compete for space this much. So this is probably just a good meter, and I've got 7 plants. I'll put about 6 or 5 to 6 in there, and I think that should be enough. My family doesn't like eggplant that much, so we don't need much. So this is what I'm left with. 5 plants. I've got 2 spare ones. I'll just keep it in case some of these don't make it, and if all make it, I'll just give these to someone who can plant them as well. So basically, as usual, just press the pot. Get this plant nice and tickle its roots a little bit, and I'll put it in the spot here. It is a bit harder down there because, like I said, I'm just working in the top surface of my soil. Give it a good press, and that's basically all it needs. And we'll give it a good watering once I plant all of them. Now that everything is in, just gonna give it a good watering, and hopefully these will produce as good as last year. These are just long purple eggplants. They're not that really thick, big chunky type. These are just a longer, narrow finger type eggplants. Well, I got you here, and I hope you have watched all the way to the end. First, thanks for watching, and hopefully you like this content that I make, and it's gonna teach you a little bit and show you how I go about in my garden. I'm actually thinking of making a channel name, so if you have any suggestions what the channel should be called, I've got a couple of things that I'm tossing up about, but if you have an idea or suggestion what I should call the channel, please leave it down in the comments. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. While I was planting those eggplants, I've actually realized I didn't pick these. So let's pick these. Nice and easy. Good size, and some small size, but that's fine. We get more of a good size ones than the small size ones. Not everything can grow to a nice big size, which I'm aware of. Some don't want to show these little things. Everyone shows these big ones, but there's small ones and big ones, and I'm happy to show it all. And yes, I do get more of the good size ones than these low bad size ones, but that's just part of growing.